my question was that how do you motivate people from younger generations? So, no, these people are so clear with what they want, and sometimes they may be asking something which the organization may not offer also. So, how do you keep them motivated to work for your organization? So, they have so many options to choose from. So, can you share the experiences on that side?
So I just want to kind of qualify this question further. That is it somewhere linked to what kind of an education qualification you've had, and hence what kind of uh, level and salary level you're working at. Uh, because if I was to look at the counter today, you still have youngsters joining, let's say, a consulting organization, putting in 15 to 18 hours without cribbing. They may quit after some time if they burn out, but they're working.
So Dinesh, I agree with your question, and I see that dichotomy. The same person, because he wants to be in an ABC consulting business, is ready to put in 15 hours and will have a peer, a batchmate, a friend who does not want to work more than 8 hours, wants his hour and a half for the gym and an hour to do reading or meditation, and will never go to a consulting business, will walk away from this opportunity saying, I will work from Dehradun, I will do 3 jobs, I am happy to put in, I'll work at night, I will not wake up early in the morning, but it will be remote.
She's touching the issue of moonlighting as well.
No. So is it something to do with the profession? I mean, maybe an IT professional can do that, right? So is it limited to the kind of work that you do?
She is talking about a bank.
No, it's okay. It's easier to catch this in a bank, and that way back, very early in COVID, there was enough data which consulting houses had, where they could figure out that there was PF being deposited into the person's account from multiple organizations. It became quite apparent. But it's not just about moonlighting, and it's not just about industry, it's not just about banking. Fundamentally, like us, we were a diverse lot in our respective batches, and when we started working, when we are working, even if 10 people join an organization on the same day, even in the 40s, each person is different. This generation is like that. Each one of them is different. I don't think we have any context by what they studied, where they studied, how they studied, or what salary level they are coming in. I don't think so. The only within India, because I hire from across institutes and across locations, the only thing I'm seeing is the metro kids, if I may call them kids, have a very different level of confidence. The smaller towns are still aspirational. They're still slightly old-fashioned, but I mean it when I say the rub-off is so
But his example
fast.
was this guy from Dehradun.
But he studied outside. He went back. I'm sure if it was not COVID, this is someone who's worked in a metro city, and then in COVID working from Dehradun. I can put money on it. I can put money on it.
But when you say that metro, so just to give you context, I have a son who's 28 years. I know he works for almost 13, 14 hours a day. He's with Bain. He doesn't crib. At the same time, he's very clear. He wants to enjoy. So if he wants to meet his friends, he wants to socialize, he will find time. And very often, I have found that we have had conversations which, if I was to go back and think about how mature I was when I was his age, and I'm not talking about today, I'm even talking about 5 years earlier or 10 years earlier, I personally feel that this generation is way matured. Okay? Now coming back to the fact is this based on how they're educated, or what they read, or what they see? I always believe that definitely impacts. But at the same time, your friend circle impacts a lot. What kind of programs you watch? Because there was a time when we all used to watch Ramayana, Mahabharata, and those kind of Hum Log and those kind of programs on TV. Today, there are many other programs that you can watch on OTT and other platforms. Now, I always and most of these kids are watching some kind of OTT programs. And I do believe that this definitely conditions their thinking process. It definitely impacts how they communicate, how they speak, etc. And I think, again, the kind of opportunity that they have to seek information without really going out. For us, beyond the newspaper, and beyond reading probably Britannia and Encyclopedia and these things, there were very limited opportunities, at least when I was young, at my disposal to get information. Okay? But in today's day, you want something, hold on. You ask Alexa, you just Google, you just get that information.
Or chat GPT.
Or chat GPT, exactly. So I think this generation is way more aware, way more knowledgeable, way more clear. And as Lipik also said, I do agree with that fact that sometimes there was a situation where, you know, we could not go to a place, someone's house, because someone was dropping by unannounced. So now we were thinking, what do we do? Should we go? Should we not go? And we were in a dilemma for almost 10 minutes. Jay, our son, came and said, hey, listen, what's your problem? Why don't you just explain the situation? And he was so clear. And we were actually muddled, whether to say, how the person will feel, whether the person feel hurt or etc. etc. He simply said, and we said, yes, it reasons out. We said that, the person understood. The person didn't come, obviously, because it was unannounced and we had already a commitment. So the clarity of thinking that this generation has is phenomenal. Having said that, look at the count of the number of people in this generation. You will have all kinds of people. So it doesn't mean that everyone will be, all boomers will be same, all zoomers will be same. It can't be. They will be influenced by the surroundings and...
It shouldn't be, because, you know, see, obviously I think this generation and, you know, perhaps the next one will have a huge amount of task. Right? And I'm sorry, I'm, you know, going back to Mr. Narayan Murthy's infamous statement. But yeah, they will have to work, right? They'll have to work. And they'll enjoy working that.
Sorry,
They'll
I defend the statement, by the way.
Sorry, you defend. I defend the
statement.
I defend the
with numbers.
statement. I defend the statement as well. Not in terms of 70 hours, but in terms of the fact that we will have to work. We have worked. Are we trying to say that all these guys are so irresponsible that they will not put in their best to make sure that their personal growth happens and their company's growth happens and the country's growth happens? I don't think so.
No. They will put their best. I don't think any of them are slackers. They're just very, very clear that working unsmart or working just for the sake of working, hard work is not it.
To work
so
smart.
It's the classic, work
smart.
You don't have
Work
to slog.
hard, but work smart.
Slogging is not the solution. They've cottoned on to that.
And party harder.
That's a point.
That all of us also want to do.
Yeah.
No, we wanted to do, but we never landed up
We
doing.
didn't do as much. We were too
These
conscientious.
guys are smart enough to free up their time to do what they should be doing.
Yeah, so you let me know what you want from me, I'll deliver it. Whether I do it in 5 hours or I do it in 20 hours, you know, you shouldn't bother about that.